Well, while many equate the month of February with the red hearts of Valentine's Day, did you know that it really is National Heart Month? It was initiated by President Lyndon B. Johnson back in 1964, and even today, heart disease continues to be the #1 killer for Americans, even more so for women. Dr. Thomas Alexander with Corpus Christi Medical Center prepared this list of the 7 worst things for a woman's heart. Among the items included stress or trauma, skipping your workouts, and neglecting regular screenings.
So women, some of them at least, consider cancer as a bigger threat, but heart disease is probably a bigger threat than cancer for all women.
Alexander says his best advice is for everyone to see their doctor for checkups and screenings on a regular basis.